I hope you don't get the sickness.
My boy Kurt is a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay-at-home Disney dad.
Christmas time, let's get it. Coming soon, Peter Pan 2. The way Hook says, "Hello, Wendy," reminds me of "Hello, Clarice." And you know, I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for, so that wasn't any sort of like eureka moment for me at all. Cinderella 2, it's what comes after Happily Ever After, where the ordinary girl becomes extraordinary. Ooh, 2021 says, "Careful there, Disney." More ads. Disney's Recess Miracle on 3rd Street Christmas Special. I like all those words except recess. Atlantis ad, make it stop. Feature presentation, scrolling blue logo. Disney presents Snowden, the House of Mouse. Okay, it's another one of these meta ones where all the, I guess, Disney actors get together at Mickey's house for some dinner theater and a party. Like, all the Disney characters are there, but the bad guys are sitting at the table with the other bad guys, and the good guys are sitting in. Everyone's watching Mickey on stage do stand-up. I don't know. Mickey wishes everyone a good night. Shots of Tweedledee and Tweedledum sitting by themselves. That's funny. Mickey comes backstage, and Minnie and Goofy are there. Minnie says, "Now everyone can go home." And Goofy says, "No, we're all snowed in." That took 34 seconds to get here, people. Mickey says, "Well, if everyone's stuck, then he's going to give everyone a Christmas to remember." They hang decorations and light the fire, and Minnie finds an old box of classic shorts that they decide to watch. Donald says, "Bah, humbug," and Timon and Pumbaa like that. Get it? Bug? Okay, everyone wants to cheer Donald up, so the first story is about Donald and his 3 nephews. They all play in the snow and they build snowmen. This is a newer cartoon, so I'm less invested. That's my interest to age ratio for Disney shorts. The older, the more interested I am. The newer, the less interested I am. This is all just mindless physical comedy. Donald gets his beak stuck in the ice for over 3 minutes of this thing. Donald loses his balance on the ice and destroys the kid's snowman by accident, but it doesn't matter that it's an accident. The 3 huddle together, and it's time to hatch a plan to come within inches of killing their uncle, just to teach him a lesson. They cause a crack in the ice, and the crack chases Donald. It's a possessed crack. It's a living entity. It's Satan's crack. It chases him around the frozen pond, and it jumps out of the pond and it destroys everything in its path. It cuts through trees and it sounds like a chainsaw. This is some black magic stuff. Donald hides in a cave and runs into an evil snow monster. The snow monster looks to kill him, but then he sees the evil crack coming for Donald, and in the possessed winter thing chart, snowmen are way below cracks. So the snowman is also scared and he runs from the crack, and the snowman ends up winning first place in some race, and he wins a pair of skates, and he's happy, and he skates to end the short. I want to throw this VHS tape against the wall, people. Back to the party, Mickey surprises everyone, because earlier that day he did some streeters and asked people what they wanted for Christmas. Goofy wants his 2 front teeth, Jafar wants the lamp, dwarfs want bunk beds, Pinocchio wants no strings attached, or no strings to hold him down. But that doesn't make any sense, because strings hold marionettes up. Pumbaa wants beetles and worms, and Timon wants air freshener. Ursula wants Ariel's voice. David Spade doesn't want to be a llama anymore, but wait, why is he a lamb again? Wasn't he not a lamb at the end? Beast wants everyone to find their inner beauty, which is really dumb when you think about it, that's Beast's thing now. Because in the story of Beauty and the Beast, dude is trapped in a castle with dozens of women. Sure, they were turned into furniture, but I'm sure they had inner beauty. It wasn't until a yellow-wearing 10 walked into the castle that he thought about inner beauty for the first time in his life, which I know is the point, but just stay with me here, okay? Mickey says Minnie is all he wants, and she throws herself at him as he pitches to another short. The duck professor, is Ludwig, explains the science of Santa, how Santa can do it all in one single night. It's because he's driving the turbocharged Sleigh 2000 or whatever. Thankfully, it's done. It was like 30 seconds. Donald is still grumpy, and now I'm grumpy. And so we go to the famous short where Pluto and Mickey pick out a Christmas tree, and now we're talking. This is about as perfect of a Christmas cartoon as you're ever gonna get. Old-timey, dark animation. Mickey and Pluto go out at night and they cut down a Christmas tree. They chop down the one, though, with Chip and Dale inside. They bring it inside, they set it up, they decorate it. Chip and Dale wake up, and man, the view from inside the decorated tree from Chip and Dale's perspective blew my mind as a kid, and it still does today. It started a tradition. Seriously, I do this every year. Don't mock me until you try it. Turn the lights off, turn the Christmas tree on, lay on your back, slide under the tree, and look directly up under the tree. It's incredible. It looks like this. So of course Pluto sees Chip and Dale in the tree, but Mickey doesn't. Poor Pluto is trying to do his job and get rid of the outside characters who are inside, and during his many attempts and fails, he keeps breaking things and getting scolded by Mickey. And again, whoever did the backgrounds during this scene from inside the tree just nailed it. Just A+. Chip thinks he hit the jackpot because he sees a bowl of nuts on the table. Imagine finding that inside. Wouldn't that blow your chipmunk mind, right? Great scene where Chip pretends to be a candle on the mantle and Mickey keeps trying to light him on fire. It sounds bleak, but it's really funny. They should really make this whole short into like a big like McFarlane Christmas toy playset. I'd buy two, man. Eventually Pluto just loses it and trashes the whole place and the tree, and Mickey finally sees it's the chipmunks, but then he says, hey, they can stay inside because it's Christmas. Outside, Donald and Goofy and Minnie are caroling, and Pluto joins in, but he can't sing, so they slap a do not open till Xmas sticker on his mouth. I don't understand why or how cartoon magic sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work, but holy crap, this was a home run. I've seen this short maybe half a dozen times in my life, and I can remember every single frame. Other times I can watch a full-length 90-minute movie, and then when I'm reading my teleprompter to review it like 2 hours later, I can't even remember what I'm talking about. Like, I don't remember anything. Back to the party, we get back to Pluto barking at Chip and Dale, and they do the thing again where they revisit the slapping the do not open till Xmas sticker over his mouth again, but in like the year 2000 or whatever. There's some charm of redoing that scene in like present day, but it still shows these current writers had nothing to add to these short wraparound stories. Back to Mickey and Streeters. Why didn't he show these Streeters at the actual party? I think Mickey trapped them inside his house on Christmas on purpose. What's everyone thankful for? Cinderella's thankful for her friendly mice. Eeyore, laughter. Mushu, Mulan for making him a great movie star. Mad Hatter, his hats. We cut back to the crowd at Tweedledees. The Tweedledees are losing. That's funny. Okay, we see how Mickey decorated his tree in the next short. It's just no talking. It's just jazz rock and a bed of rock jingle bells as he and Pluto use a bunch of bizarre technology to hang lights and wreaths, and then you can see his house glowing from miles away, and then it's done. The next short starts on December 24th, Christmas Eve. Little girl Minnie is in awe of that duck scientist again, that Ludwig guy who's now a toy maker here, and he argues with the narrator. Do kids enjoy meta humor, breaking the fourth wall? Is that something they get? That's what this is. He and the narrator continue to argue as he gives Minnie a nutcracker for Christmas. It looks like Mickey, she winds him up, and he does tricks and dances, and this is filler. Is this what kids wanted in like the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever this tape came out? I don't know. This is like insulting. It's like they assume millennial kids couldn't follow a basic story, so it's all music and quick cuts and nothing happens for minutes at a time. The Nutcracker comes to life and shrinks Minnie down to Nutcracker size. We had about 40 seconds of story, now it's just another 2 to 3 minutes of music and them dancing and playing and nothing is happening. A present finally explodes and it's Donald as the Mouse King. He doesn't want to be the Mouse King, but the narrator says the Mouse King wins in the end. He agrees to stay and comes for Maria/Minnie. Mickey and Donald fight and everything's loud and quick cuts, and Goofy shows up and he thinks he's in Hamlet. This script is just like words in a blender. The running joke is that the narrator doesn't actually know what's going on. We get an electric guitar version of what is a dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, or is that the Tetris song? It's the other one. I don't know. It's the Christmas one. Mickey and Donald continue to fight. Goofy tries to rescue Minnie or Maria. Donald gets killed by the toy train, or he doesn't. He blasts the gingerbread cookie and it turns into a gingerbread skeleton. It finally ends when Donald gets trapped in his own scepter and Goofy does card games and Donald's like, I thought I won, and the narrator was like, sorry. I feel like I'm betraying my childhood by completely checking out of this VHS tape. Donald still hates Christmas. Back at Mickey's house, Mickey gives up. He walks out onto his roof in the snow blizzard, and Jiminy Cricket's up there. And he reminds Mickey the true spirit of Christmas. Cricket tells him to wish upon a star, and Mickey has a moment and wishes that regardless if you have the fanciest tree or the humblest of decorations, that everyone can have a Merry Christmas. A star comes down to Earth. He goes back inside. He gets Donald to put the star on the top of the tree, and that's it. Everyone's in the Christmas spirit. Donald's in the Christmas spirit. It's a Christmas miracle. A wave of Christmas cheer visually washes over everyone and changes them all. Even the magic mirror suddenly gets a Santa hat. Before they wrap this up, Mickey pitches to the final Disney short, the Disney Christmas Carol. And nope, not today. This is the main event for Christmas season 2021. I have this on an unedited standalone VHS tape that I have yet to watch, and that's where we are headed in a few weeks as the final Disney Christmas movie before Christmas. The unedited original 80s release. I want to see what they cut out of this as the years went on. That's 3 weeks away today, folks. Set your calendars, set your alarms on the calendar. Anyway, we return to Mickey's house and we get a drippy pop song started by Lumiere, then Belle and Timon and Goofy and Ariel, and then everyone joins in. It's like the Disney version of We Are the World. They sing that this is the best Christmas of all. I doubt that, but wow. It's over. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss here. Disney usually knocks these Christmas compilations out of the park. This one fell flat, folks. The Christmas Story alone makes it worth the cost of the tape, though. Like the Christmas Carol, if this was or is your only chance to own the Disney Scrooge Christmas Carol, hell yeah, you should have bought this and never regretted your decision. But the filler before and a little bit of filler after is about as lazy and phoned in as I can ever remember Disney doing. I mean, maybe they just knew the Scrooge Christmas story was going to overshadow everything else on this tape, so they scraped the very bottom of their Christmas content barrel and just slapped this tape together in like an hour. But this is a 3 eggnog watch, folks.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism